Let's take a deep look now at the leather and footwear industry in Nigeria. I did say that the market is quite huge and we seem to have the raw materials in Nigeria. But how's that going for us? The leather industry, access to raw materials. Tell us about it.
Okay. Well, based on Nigerian leather and footwear manufacturing sector, it plays a very vital role in our country's economy, which has a blend of our heritage, craftsmanship, and industrial potential. Now, based on the leather and footwear, we can see that it explores sectors dynamic change opportunities and strategies for sustainable growth. Leather and footwear stands as at the intersection of craftsmanship, technology, and fashion, which encompasses the production of a wide array of leather goods and fashion products.
All right, Sarah, glad to have you join us on Enlightening this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Nigerian leather and footwear industry is estimated to worth about $1.4 billion. I would like you to talk to us the potential, how huge the opportunities inherent in this industry, and what is so peculiar about the Nigerian leather that is making it a point of attraction to investors and even people who do businesses in this industry.
Okay, if I may understand your question. Now, the industry encompasses various segments, including tannery, footwear manufacturing, and leather goods production. However, the sector faces challenges as infrastructure deficits, limited technology advancement, and supply chain inefficiencies affecting productivity and competitiveness. Now, based on our leather products, the reason why it's different is because tradition is actually matched together with craftsmanship, and that is why our leather is being unique and likened by other economies.
All right, now as good as our leather is and well appreciated, but we don't seem to be doing much craftsmanship with them in terms of producing enough footwears for Nigerians. There are still lots of consumption of foreign-made footwears by Nigeria. Why do we have this disparity? We have good quality leather, but we do not have the finished work so much, and even the appreciation locally.
Okay, now that has to do with the advancements and current opportunities for growth. Now, the footwear industry has been there for a while right now, and the reason here is because despite the challenges, the sector presents opportunities for value addition, job creations, and export potential. Now, leveraging on the traditional craftsmanship alongside with modern innovations, which enhances quality standards and exploring global market access, which improves the growth of country Nigeria. Now, based on the strategies for advancement, strategies for sectorial advancements involves investments in infrastructure, technology transfer, and skill development, encouraging public-private partnership, promoting research and development, and aligning with global quality standards, which enhances competitiveness.
Okay, I would like you to talk to us about some of the limitations when it comes to the issue of technology in this industry, and what your institute is doing in this regard, the kind of activities, the kind of training you are having in this regard to ensure that you'll be able to manage this shortfall in the industry, the limitations when it comes to technology and concept. I would like you to shed more light on that.
Oh, all right. Now, the first thing that I would like to share on is the adaptation of modern technology and innovation in the sector is relatively slow. Which, but in my institute, what we do is based on training, we actually introduce them to what leather and footwear really entails, and which based on technology we use this computer aided design and computer aided manufacturing sector where we talk to them about how to design and how to create other features which has to do with footwear and leather. Now, for leather has to do with tanning of materials which needs it's either vegetable tanning or chrome tanning, and that's actually is being taught to people, trainees that comes to the institute, and I believe that the trainees gain a lot of knowledge on that, and they actually put it into practice.
All right, you talked about the adoption of technology being slow. Why is that so? Is it that the technology cannot be locally sourced? And do we also have the challenge of skills gap?
Yes, it's actually very slow because most people we have around here are mostly not literate per se, because those they send for training are not conversant with technology that has to do with designing and manufacturing. So that's actually created a gap in our institute or in the footwear industry here in Kaduna State.
I would like you to still shed more light on some of these technological know-how that's been deployed in the modern day production of leather or footwear. Talk to us, what are these technological devices or the technological innovations, you know, when it comes to the modern day production of footwear and leather production? Talk to us about some of these tech innovations.
Well, one of the tech innovation that we have about leather and footwear manufacturing is the footwear industry actually uses some we use footwear aided design, where designs are being created, and if you're not really conversant with it, there's no how you'll be able to create your designs based on it. And for the leather industry also, if you're unable to operate the machines or the equipment there, it actually leads to it distorts the item, the instructions in the machine. And for based on the computer aided design, the students, the IT students that come around actually use what's it called, they actually use mostly hand-free designs, where they create their designs using their hands, manually, and that actually creates a very um, um, innovative innovative designs. And for the technology right now, it's actually wide, where students want to really venture into it, and if they don't have an experience of it, it crumbles.
Let's have a comparison between Nigeria's leather and footwear industry and that of Italy, because there is a high demand for Italian leather and footwear globally, even Nigeria. Italy enjoys lots of patronage from Nigeria when it comes to leather and footwear. Now, these are some of the things that you will find when you do a comparison. First of all, in terms of production volume, Nigeria produces averagely 75 million pairs of footwear per year, as compared with 200 million pairs of footwear per year produced by the Italian leather and footwear industry. And when you also look at quality, Nigeria leather and footwear is classified as low quality, and also the design is also classified as of a less sophisticated. How can we correct this to be able to take advantage of the foreign markets?
Okay, I would say the impact of production and quality. The lack of adequate infrastructure actually in Nigeria, and technology adaptation affects the production of it affects production and capacity and quality standards of leather and footwear products here in Nigeria, and that is why the Italy products is always more qualitative than Nigerians' own. And I feel that in order to improve that, the improvement infrastructure and technology could lead to enhancement in the production and processes, which will actually reduce waste and higher quality and product of the end product. And based on Nigerian products, I feel that actually we go for low quality items, where even the production is actually low because of selfish reasons. And I guess that's the more reason why our product is more inferior than that of the Italy.
All right, there's this practice in this climb where there's preference for foreign-made products. How has this significantly affected the patronage for locally made footwears in Nigeria?
Oh, okay. Actually, going for foreign products and here in Nigeria, a lot of people prefer foreign products compared to our locally made products, because they feel their products are more qualitative, more durable, and so on and so forth. But in order to correct that aspect, I guess our footwear industry, or yes, footwear industry needs to actually sit up and make an investment in collaboration, or have a public and private partnership skill development, which will actually create more investments and propel technological advancement and infrastructural development here in Nigeria. If not, still people still go for qualitative products, which comes from which is actually foreign than that of the locally made products.
All right, according to reports, Nigeria leather and footwear industry is said to be unorganized. Is there an aspect of the value chain that is missing? What can we do to have the industry more organized?
Like I said earlier on, we actually need to partner with both the public and the private sector to actually merge them together. And apart from that, I don't think the growth will be more impactful in Nigeria. And I feel the impact of our infrastructure development here in Nigeria, the leather and footwear industry actually grapples with infrastructure deficiencies, which power supply is actually a problem here in Nigeria, which is actually affecting most industries here in Nigeria. And transportation and industrial zones actually also find it very difficult based on productions of leather and footwear products. Now, and I guess I feel that these challenges hinder effective productions and logistic distribution, which creates impacting the industry's competitiveness in global markets.
All right. As a lecturer in the Institute of, it's the institute related to the issue of leather, I would like you to talk about some of the research, and developmental projects or programs that should be taking place in some of our institutes, and how that can be extended, to the stakeholders in the industry, so as to be able to improve on the level of skills gap, which has also been affecting that industry. Talk to us about some of your projects, some of the activities when it comes to the issue of data and research, and what will be the impact of that on the stakeholders in that industry.
Oh, okay. Based on that of the footwear, I can say that researches have been made so far, especially on that of diabetic footwear and orthotic footwears, where productions have been made, and researches actually have been made based on that, where where products actually correct what it's affecting an individual, and it corrects the foot based on that. And it's also based on the leather products which is being used, because if you're using a product that is not good for such item, I guess it creates more problem for creates more problem to the foot. And based on research is also on leather, people have come up with types of tanning of using different natural products based on that. And I guess it's actually impressive, and yeah, it's impressive.
On, you were talking about how that some persons, some craftsmen in leatherworks are not literate. Now, let's look at having it done by having leather manufacturing and footwear design and manufacturing done a lot by artisans. Do we have lots of people enrolling in polytechnics and institutes, maybe like yours, wanting to study about the manufacturing of leather and footwear? How can we improve that? Have more people from the academic institutions who have this knowledge, who have this technology, being more involved in this sector?
If I can understand your question properly, well, here in our institute, we actually have people that come in to actually enroll in leather and footwear manufacturing. And actually, it has been a joy to this institute to have people who can produce and manufacture products as footwear and leather. And though they're based on what I said earlier on, that I said most of them are literate and illiterate. Some actually don't know how to speak properly, but when it comes to craftsmanship, they actually work hard towards that, and they actually gain more knowledge on the manufacturing aspect of it. And actually, it has improved. We have people from other institutes or universities that actually come to enroll, also just to get experience on the manufacturing of this product. And some of them are doing well. They have come up with their own companies, or should I say small scale industry, where actually they make products that is actually inspiring to we, the lecturers and those in the institute, and we're being proud of it.
Okay, several experts have talked about the need to have synergy between the gown and the town, meaning that the synergy that should exist when it comes to skills development for people who are undergoing this training. I would like you to talk to us about your observations as a lecturer or a trainer in this regard, and what can be done to bridge this gap between the town and the gown when it comes to the training related to leather and footwear in Nigeria.
Okay. The training here in leather, based on the leather and footwear, the synergy is actually it's intertwined, where the those that are here for training actually have encouraged they have encouraged students here in our institute, where they put more effort to see that they gain more intellectual practical processes. And I feel that based on my own observation, it's actually encouraging for others to actually venture into leather. And people cannot do without footwear, because they need something to cover their foot. And leather is actually a qualitative material where it doesn't shrink, it doesn't cause a problem to one's feet. So I feel the gap is actually.
All right. Let's look at sustainability of the leather and footwear industry. That would mean ensuring that we continue to have raw materials. The challenge that Nigerians have with staying off the hides and skin, because there's a lot of consumption of the hides and skin that is used for the production of leatherwork as food. But more, I'm referring to that now. So how do we ensure that we continue to have the raw materials here?
Okay, if I get your question correctly. Now, in order to have our raw materials here, we need to collaborate and also invest, or call investors to invest in our production of leather and footwear products, where it actually boosts the market and exportation process.
Follow up on that question, I rephrase it this way. Nigerians like to consume pomo, what you call from the leather that's supposed to be diverted to production of footwear and other accessories. But there's this report that suggests like Nigerians consume their leather. But do you think there can be any intervention that can stop the consumption of pomo? You know, the federal government attempted it at a point, but how successful will this be, and what has been the impact of this on the commercial use of the raw materials for the production of footwear in Nigeria? And do you think this is sustainable, looking at the bias that Nigerians have for pomo?
Well, I'll say pomo here in Nigeria, I don't think it can be stopped, because even right before now, it has been consumed. And people feel if you can't get the actual meat, you should be able to get the pomo itself. And I feel in order to stop the intake of pomo, it's maybe I feel people should be given awareness on the intake of pomo, because the pomo they take is actually meant for leather production and footwear manufacturing. So the awareness should be created to people, and I guess that will stop the intake of the leather being taken by people. And if it's been stopped, I feel the accessories, leather accessories and footwear, leather goods could also be improved in our economy, and at least it will also boost the finance in our country.
Let's also take a look at the affordability of this raw material. We understand that cattle are expensive. Does it also affect those who are into the leather production? How affordable is a raw material?
Okay, seeing the fact that the cattle itself is expensive, actually it has reduced the production of leather in Nigeria, because most people are unable to purchase and flay up the skin in order to get leather from it. And I think if the economy is good, the reduction, or should I say the purchase of items here in Nigeria will actually improve the economy here in Nigeria. And the aspects of purchasing the cattle will also improve leather manufacturing here in Nigeria, and the production of footwear itself.